he's kind of, ever since the kids were grown and he doesn't really have to take care of them, he's pretty much useless. Do you see what I mean here?
Do you believe in me, even though I'm only human?
It's Pandora from Pandora's Simverse here, and welcome back to the channel. I am on day 2 of this summer cold, so if anybody else is like me, day 2 is like the worst day to have the cold. But I have to get on with making videos. I have to keep up with the daily grind. I have pre-recorded stuff, but that's for the main channel, and the Sims ones are more to focus on, but I want to make sure that I keep the tight upload schedule. I came into the game, came to Eleanor's house, and this is what's going on. I have no idea actually what's going on. Why are you guys looking at each other like that? What happened while I was gone? She's not really looking at Eleanor. She's like looking off in the distance, and Eleanor's like, it kind of makes it seem like she's jealous of jealous of Amidala. She's like, damn, I never was even that hot. Why is my daughter so much more beautiful than I am? Anyways, guys, so we're back with Eleanor's family. Okay, Amidala says, feeling forlorn. No one likes me. No one will ever like me. Why bother with anything anymore? I'll always love you. Okay, so it's only giving me one option again. Also, I just learned before I loaded into the game today, that we are getting on July 31st, which, you know, when you're a gamer, you think, oh, I can't wait for something to happen. So you're like, you want the time to fly by, but then you think about it, like, if you're me anyways, if you're like me, having the time fly, you're like, alright, now the time passed, now I got what I wanted, but like a whole month is gone. So on the last day of July, we're gonna get cats and dogs for the console. I am so excited, but at the same time, like, when something like that happens, I'm like, that means that July's gonna be over and it's gonna be August already. If you feel the same way as I do, even though I didn't really explain that very well, just let me know in the comments. I'll talk to you about it. Or whatever. I'm weird today. Ignore me. I'm just also trying to think of, like, what to do here, because I don't know what to do. I always go into this not knowing. I haven't played in a while, and I've said that before, so, like, each family, I still have them on long life, so she's got 27 days until she's an elder. But we haven't, like, played with Anakin by himself, which is the oldest son of this house. I haven't seen him in a while. There's not much going on over there, that's why I'll probably do that next week. But, I might focus on... So Bernard is going to age up soon, and he might age up this episode, I feel like. He's, yeah, 4 days. He's older than Eleanor significantly, it feels like, which is fine. I don't really care for Bernard. I feel like Eleanor would marry into a kind of steep age gap anyways, the way that she is. I'm just sorry again, guys, for, like, my sickness and everything and clearing my throat. I'm trying not to be so annoying, but... So we have Jar Jar, but I'm not going to focus on him today because we did that in the intro episode of this house. Played around with Jar Jar a little bit, like went to 6 a.m. and collected stuff and talked a little bit more about him than everybody else. I think I want to focus on Amidala for a while and then, like, go back to Bernard when we're ready to age him up. 4 days seems like a long time in this game, but hopefully I can cut it down enough so that the episode's not long. I thought yesterday's episode wasn't going to be very long. And it ended up still being like 40-something minutes, but that's because I kept in a whole bunch of stuff at the end that I was going to cut out, because when I watched it back, I thought it was freaking hilarious. I hope everybody else thought so too. I'm talking a lot right now. I don't know why. But, Amidala, she is a computer whiz. She has to become an adult, reach level 3 of the tech guru career. and make a video gamer app. So we can't do any of this really with her, except I think she can make a video gamer app if she learns her programming. So we might be able to do that, but other than that, I can't really do anything with her, aspiration-wise. So we should go and, like, find her, like, friends to hang out with, maybe. She doesn't age up until for 34 days. Her brother Anakin is older than her, so his birthday will be first. When they're like teenagers and stuff, though, I don't keep them. Now that I have a parenthood pack, I let it drag out a little bit longer, but I don't keep them like children and teenagers as long. They'll probably age up before they reach adulthood, pretty much. Bernard's so close to being an elder, I'm not gonna, like... I might go a day ahead and age him up, I don't know. I'm gonna have her practice her programming a little bit. She needs to... Well, she could start freelance work and then, like... Because I feel like she'll be the next one to leave the house. And if she learns how to do, like... More, like, learn... Actually... let me check on... her, where's her skills? So, she is... she's level 5 in programming, almost level 6. That's not bad. She starts this freelance work. It says, it's a conspiracy. There's no possible way that our town could naturally have this many blades of grass. Oh, I've seen that one before. She's gotta make a website for the grass conspiracy. So we can hang out with Eleanor. I don't really need to do anything with Bernard. I don't like hanging out with him. I just don't. So I'm not coming back to him pretty much until I need to bake him a cake. And he's not getting a fucking party. I'm sorry, but he's not. Maybe we'll go and visit, maybe we'll go and visit, we always visit, she could go and visit her sister, but we always go to visit Tanner, and I feel like we do that too much. So we could just go and, like, visit Landon, because she uses the, community gym, but I don't know why I don't have the family members just go over to the mansion and use the mansion, like, the family mansion gym. It's not like Landon's gonna be like, why are you at my house? It's not like that. I mean, none of the... I mean, family's family, and that's pretty much... Everybody who is in the family is generally friendly towards each other. They just all have their differences, as every family does. I don't know who's home. It is... I never pay attention to the clock. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, but, I mean... It's whatever. We're at a family member's house, and yeah, everybody's pretty much night owls. Look at the bees, guys! Again with these bees, I said that in the... They just hang around because I put flowers out here, but they weren't... I swear to God, they weren't in the game until Computer got seasons. I feel like they always drop, like, hints at what's coming next. Although, as far as I know, we go in order with packs, and since we're getting cats and dogs, like, we're still a while off of getting seasons. I think they just like to throw in things for us. I feel like they want us to recognize that they are paying attention to, like, console and stuff, and that we're not getting left in the dark. It's not going to take us, it's not going to take them forever. Oh, look, there's our new Marcy. She looks a bit thinner. Why? Hold on. Is it me? She must have, like, started taking up working out herself while I was gone? I don't know. That's weird. But yeah, I think that they just want us to know that they're acknowledging that they're not leaving the console players out. So they always just, like, leave little things in the game so we don't feel... I don't even know what I'm saying right now. You understand what I'm saying, don't you? I'm just gonna, like, hang out with them while Eleanor's doing that. And, like, Marcy's completely changed her look and everything, and Landon's just like, I just don't understand teenagers. I don't understand teenage girls. But Marcy's just sitting at the table, probably thinking about life. I think she's going to watch TV. I think she's a little bit happier. She feels a little bit more like herself, like this. Um, so I don't know if there's gonna be much acting out for her. It's just more that she's actually figuring out who she is. She has a chance to do that. And I think she might be realizing that Landon and Yusuf may be hands off, but it might be good for her because then she does have that space. And even if like Landon and Yusuf don't understand that, um, they're actually doing good for her by. Oh, there's Yusuf. That they're actually doing good for her by being a little bit more distant to let her find herself. I mean, a lot of other teenagers would be so upset if their parents were like breathing down their necks and stuff, but because Marcy has always had a good relationship and no like actual friends and stuff, that's probably why. I talk about Marcy a lot, but I'm very interested in her character now. Um, and we're supposed to be focusing on Eleanor's family, so Eleanor worked out. We're gonna go home. She can't seem to lose weight, and I don't understand that because she doesn't eat terribly. Alright, so I realized that we didn't really even say anything to anybody when we were there, but whatever, that's fine. In the family mansion, I feel like it's a very much like drop in, don't even worry about, pleasantries or anything like that. Everybody's like close, even if they're not that close, if that makes sense to you. Like, everybody's been there, so they're just pretty much like, they don't have a key, but when somebody's home, it's just like, oh yeah, come in. Oh, hi Eleanor, and then it's like, yeah, I'm gonna use your gym. And then Landon's like, alright, that's fine. I don't know what Marcy, oh my goodness, what Amidala is doing right here, what she's making, but she is making it in Jar Jar's house. I don't understand. I mean, I get it. I get that the Sims get confused and then it's like, oh, we have two kitchens. What kitchen do we use? And I feel like the teenagers are more drawn to cooking in here to begin with. Whether that has to do with like them just taking it on themselves, and I've just never like had them cook in like the regular kitchen because I feel like Eleanor and Bernard don't cook in Jar Jar's kitchen, at least not as much. But she's level 5 cooking already. She's probably gonna follow very much in her mother's footsteps with, oh jeez, with picking up on so many skills. But we need to, but, you know what I'm saying? We have to go figure out something to do with her. It is a Monday, so technically she goes to school. But Bernard has today off, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. He has work in 5 days, and if he chose to on Friday, because he only works Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And if he wanted to, he could just stay home and not fucking work, because I've had him do that before. He's kind of, ever since the kids were grown and he doesn't really have to take care of them, he's pretty much useless. Do you see what I mean here? Although he makes $123 an hour, so it's not terrible, but Eleanor still makes more than him, works harder than him. I know she's more hands-off with her kids than Bernard is, but it's just... fuck Bernard. I don't know why I hate him so much. I'm the one who paired him up with Eleanor. Why am I like... I mean, he's not even sitting at the dinner table right now. And Eleanor likes him, obviously. Eleanor is still, like, in love with Bernard, but it's just that, like, they've always been more of, like, a best friend relationship than a romantic relationship. Which is fine. I mean, my husband and I are pretty much like that, but... and it works out a lot better that way in a lot of situations. But me personally, like, if I was Eleanor's friend or whatever, I'd be like, listen, I don't like your husband, I'm sorry. Like, I would say that to her outright, but you know what I mean. Amidala and Jar Jar going to school. I'm gonna wait until they get back so I can take Amidala to go, like, do something, go hang out, I don't know. So I'm waiting for the kids to get back home, but I decided that I could at least have Eleanor live stream, make a little bit of money, and I also forgot that there's this nice coffee table in 2 different like types, And this one matches these couches. I think this is a base couch. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's like from Get to Work or something. I don't know. But it just matches so well. Other than the fact that like I don't think there was one that kind of like had this black trim or anything, like black legs or anything. But it's close enough. The paletting is what matches. And I don't know if I'm going to like it here forever or what, but I feel like it fits pretty well. Just getting a few donations, a couple, like 5 simoleons here and there. That's good. She's got quite a few, like, followers on social media because she used to have that job too. I think that they, like, her gaming career and, like, having followers coincides when they, excuse me, when they live stream and stuff. But I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, it does, because it's just like, because I just ended her streaming. She earned 32 simoleons and now has 74,350 fans. And it showed that she had followers too. Okay, so it seems that Anakin, wanted to come back here to visit after school today. I guess Jar Jar asked if he could come over. Of course you can, you're their son. Oh, he's coming inside. So Eleanor should probably stop playing games and talk to Anakin. He comes over when he cans, but he comes over when he can, but he lives in the city. So Eleanor's gonna go talk to him. And enthuse about a new show, because I feel like that's how Eleanor would be. She wouldn't see her son for a little bit, and she'd be like, "Hey, Anakin, have you been watching this new show?" And he'd probably be like, "Mom, I have no time for that. Like, I'm a musician. I'm constantly writing music. I have no time for pleasantries like watching a new show." Is that how you'd say that? Pleasantries? Pleasantries is, I guess it would kind of be like small talk. I don't know. But who am I? So he's coming to his mom with problems. It's nice to see that they have a relationship where she can still give him advice. So he goes, "I'm not sure what I want to be when I grow up, and all my friends seem to have it figured out. How do I figure it out myself?" Pick something you like. Well, that's fitting, because maybe he's just struggling with his music stuff and he's like, "I don't even know if I want to do it anymore." And Eleanor's like, gaming wasn't considered a career when I was a kid, and now everybody's doing it. Music's been around forever, Anakin. You should be fine. Even if you're not making money at first, you'll eventually be able to do something. You already have music written and songs published. Even if you're only making pennies from it, that's a start. So I've never done this yet, the sack lunch thing, and I'm having Eleanor do it to have Anakin take back a packed lunch to his apartment, because I feel like even though Eleanor's more hands off with the kids, and usually Bernard does things like this, Eleanor also does cook for her kids and stuff, but she would want to be like, "Well, I'm sure that you can handle yourself. I'm sure that you..." Where is she going with that? "I'm sure that you have food and stuff, but I just want you to have something to take back with you." Eleanor just mastered the cooking skill. I didn't know she was that close. How many skills you got mastered, girl? She's level 10 cooking. She's level 8 gardening. We could improve that. Oh, she's level 8 in a lot of things. I forgot about that. Level 10 programming, level 10 rocket science, level 10 video games. So she's got level 10 and 4 different skills. Oh no. Jar Jar's mortified. Stop looking at me. Sometimes it just feels like you can't do anything right and everyone is judging you. He's got a teenage mood swing thing going on. He had an annoying school day as well. That face though, look at that face. Right, so it's late, but I think we are still gonna go like Maybe we'll go back over and hang out with Marcy because they said that they could hang out together, become friends. Um, Anakin and Amidala were always close. I want Anakin to become friends with Marcy, but Marcy also needs girlfriends, and even if they're her cousins, as annoying as Bernard is, his relationship with his kids is cute. He's always willing to talk to his kids, and he's excited to tell about his day, even if he's doing nothing but sitting on his ass. So I can commend Bernard for that. No matter what Eleanor eats, she's excited about it. When she first learned how to cook and everything was ass, pretty much, she was like, oh, this burnt ass macaroni and cheese is like the best thing I've ever had. It can't be that good. Alright, so we're going to take Amidala to see Marcy for tonight. Tomorrow we'll go and get her like some friends. Maybe she'll we'll say that there's a holiday because this week is the 4th of July anyway. So we'll say she's taking a holiday. We'll just take the day off, so that means that I'll have Jar Jar take the day off as well. And we'll go hang out with some other teenagers. Maybe she'll find like a crush or something, or just like a guy friend to hang out with. Oh look, they're right outside next to each other, already hanging out. So Amidala's just getting reacquainted with her uncle. She doesn't see him all that often. She comes over and hangs out a little bit, but she's like being a teenager, and she's like, so check this out. A lot like her mom, though, she's into the technology, so she's very geeky, and she's like, check this out, Landon. Like, look at this cool app I found. And he's like, oh yeah, with the apps. Like, Landon plays video games and stuff, but he's very much like, yeah, those apps you kids are into. I'm sure Landon's like talking about Tanner's kids, like, probably saying like, you know, your Aunt Brianna, you know how Tanner lives with them. Well, they have such a house full of kids. Yeah, Tanner's got 2 kids, twin boy and a twin girl, and she's probably like, yeah, that's great. It's not anything that I really care about, but thanks, Uncle. Thanks for telling me. Because Landon just seems like that kind of like uncle that's, he's distant, but he's very proud. So he's like, oh my god, my niece and nephew are so adorable. He would just like get out his wallet, and he's like, yeah, they're so cute. But like when he's around them and stuff, he just feels awkward, because that's the kind of, I'm sure people out there have family members like that. It can't just be my family. So if it's unrelatable to anybody, it's got to be relatable to somebody else. So it's already 4, almost 5 in the morning. I mean, I don't know why Marcy's in here, why she keeps like I was gonna have them like swim and stuff. Sometimes a game just does not want to do what it wants to do, and if you watched yesterday's episode, then you definitely know my struggle. But I just had Amidala call off from school. I mean, it's the 4th of July. She has a vacation day. Actually, I can't even remember if when I was in high school and all that, if the 4th of July counted as a holiday where we got off. I know that, like, people get off from work and stuff, but I don't think school counted. But we'll just pretend. She's gonna go home, I guess. She talked to Marcy for a little bit, like, outside. But then I had to go to the bathroom, and Marcy went, and I was like, alright, I'm gonna go play games now, and then kind of got sucked into it, and Amidala being Amidala, she was like, I totally get it, though. Like, she's probably watching her play a little bit, catching up with Landon. They'll have to do something at some point in time together. So it seems that Amidala needs fun, so that's good, because we're gonna go hang out somewhere. It's a bit early in the morning, though, so she's just gonna hang out for a little bit. Probably, I thought she was gonna read. Apparently she's not gonna do that. She's gonna watch TV with her mom. Why are you guys watching the kids shit? Okay, there you go. Eleanor was like, I was so into that. I don't want to watch the Late Late Show. Alright, so she's gonna get ready for the day. She's going to take a shower. She's gonna eat. She's gonna just get ready to go and hang out. Just gonna have her grab a quick meal. Yeah, you clean that counter. You scrub it like your life depends on it. I was thinking about cake. Oh, because she's gotta finish that fruitcake. She's one of the very few Sims that likes fruitcake. She likes everything. She's freaking weird. She's not even like a glutton or anything.
Oh, Bija.
That would be why this series is called Outcasts. And when I did the first episode, I called them weirdos because they're just like, they're all odd in their own way. Well, Anakin is just a little emo boy, but Jar Jar is self-explanatory. So an alien. Bernard is half a functioning adult. I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry, but he's a half functioning adult. Eleanor's pretty much the same way too. The half of Bernard that Bernard isn't. That's why they work so well together. And then Amidala is like she's this pretty girl, and you just would expect her, not to stereotype, but like you would expect her to be like more girly the way she dresses and stuff. But she's like super feminine, but at the same time she's like a computer nerd and all that kind of stuff, which is not odd for our generation and all that kind of stuff. It's just, I don't know, they're misfits, I guess. Maybe I should title this Misfits. They all have their qualms. Is that the word? Qualms? I don't know. I don't know what I'm even talking about. Like, look at him. Why are you looking like that? Are you bored? I think he's bored. He is. He's bored. And like I can imagine, like these are the things that Bernard would talk about. Like he had the handcuffs, and I try not to pay attention to those bubbles very much anymore. But he had the handcuff symbol, and I can imagine him just being inappropriate with his kids and saying something like, "So let me tell you about the story about this one time I had your mother in handcuffs." Like that's Bernard. He's weird. Although then again, that would mean I'm weird because I make up all these stories. But you know. It's how you interpret it. But I think Amidala is ready for the day. She wants to sit at home and play video games, but we're not doing that. We are going to go find some friends. So I brought Amidala to the hang because the only place I can remember actually making a teen hangout, there's gotta be a couple other lots, but I can't remember. I'm gonna scope out for teenagers. We're at the hang, but like she can hang out over here and stuff like that. Fuck everything I just said. We're going to GeekCon. Let's go. I'm glad I took the day off for her now because now we can go to GeekCon. And Landon's here, and he's like, man, that conversation with Marcy really got me wanting to get in touch with my inner teenager. This is what the teenager's like, right? So, I know that later I'll be able to hacking competition. I don't think her video game skills are good enough to compete in tournaments, but I mean, I don't think her hacking is very much either, but we can see. Or she's buying an Emily Snow globe to commemorate her first GeekCon. They always show that there's a sweatshirt and a t-shirt, but it's never in the actual, like, swag options. There's, wear a festival t-shirt, but I really wish that they also made the hoodies that are right here, because I feel like that's more, Amidala's vibe. Alright, so the hacking competition has begun. So, she's, hacking like mad over here. It looks legit. Let me see what's going on your screen. I don't know how well she's gonna do in this competition because she's not that good of a hacker. And when I had Eleanor do like video gaming competitions and stuff, she would not place even with like nearly a level 10 video gaming career or skill. Or she would get like the small prize. But who knows? We'll see. Amidala completed hackathon with a score of 70. We will announce the winner at the end of the festival. All winners must be present to receive their prizes. Okay. So she scored a 70%, so now we gotta wait. We have to wait and see if she, won, but I highly doubt it at 70%. That leaves a good 30% for anybody else to beat. Whoa! The hackathon has come to an end. First prize goes to Amidala. Wow. Wow, she got first place. Good job, Amidala. Now if only we could find you a male friend that was your age. We might have to go back to the hang. Alright, so I had fixed a sim and created a sim that was a teenager for Marcy. Why do I keep calling her that? Amidala. But I forget that every time I do that, they like disappear and I have to wait for them, and I could not find him anywhere. So this is a friend of I almost said Mercy again. This is a friend of Amidala's. She must have met him at school or whatever. He looks goofy right now, but I'll fix him up later. I might even change his name, but the other one was evil and erratic, and I could eventually like fix his traits and stuff, but I didn't know how it would fit that into the story. So they're just talking right now. I don't want them to do anything that's like romantic. They should just be like good friends. And Anakin's out here like playing music. I don't know what he's doing. So they have a pretty decent relationship already. So they should like go inside and hang out, I think. So it just seems like Amidala is really excited to get out of the house. She doesn't really get out too much, but she's also probably feeling like she seems a little bit sad. I don't know why. I think she's just like having a little bit of withdrawal from like her computer and stuff, because that's usually what she's doing. So he seems to be telling a story about, probably about, I have no idea what his traits are, but he's probably a little bit opposite of Amidala. I feel maybe he likes the outdoors more. Maybe he's talking about like fishing or something. I'm gonna ask him about himself if I can find it. Get to know. So he's a perfectionist. So she's just gonna be a little bit nerdy to him. Oh, apparently not. Never mind. This is going down the toilet. I just feel so bad right now. So Anakin comes in. Oh, well, I guess not. What the fuck? She's lifted from the bubble blower. She hung out with her friend. I can't even remember his name. But he's in her contacts, her friend, her relationships list. We're gonna go home. She had a long day, a long vacation day. Got to okay, bye Anakin. Bye. I'm sure she had fun. She got to hang out with some kid she met at school. They must have like exchanged numbers, and she was like, yeah, I'll call you, we should like hang out and do something. By the way, I don't have many friends, so I don't know how to hang out, but I'll try. He's probably a genuinely like good guy. He's like, that's alright. I'm down for hanging out. I don't have many friends either. So we're home. We're gonna have a quick meal. I'll just have her have another sandwich. But tomorrow on The Sims, we will celebrate Bernard's birthday, and by celebrate I mean make him a cake and just leave him to his own devices, because I don't give a shit. She doesn't need to sleep, but I think I'm gonna have everybody go to bed just so that I can speed up time to the morning and age up Bernard, and that'll be it for this episode, because I feel like shit and I can't do any more of this. But I wanted to go out with something. I said we were going to age up Bernard this episode, so that's what we're going to do. And that'll be it. So Eleanor's the first up, so she's making the cake. that was my plan, was whoever got up first was going to make the cake. And I was kind of hoping it was Bernard, because I had a joke lined up for that, pretty much, that Bernard had to make his own birthday cake. And I guess you'd have to be there, because it was funny. It was funny in my head. I can't even remember what I was going to say now about it. But Eleanor's making his cake like a loving wife does. And then they're just gonna leave him and be like, alright, here you go, here's a cake, here's some candles, blow them out. Hooray, you're an elder now. She's added birthday candles, but Bernard is sleeping. But that's okay, you're done. You're done sleeping. Don't even worry about showering. Come blow out these candles. Blow out the candles, blow out the candles. And Bernard will be our first elder of this generation. I didn't realize back when Eleanor married Bernard that he was significantly older. Plus some of the timeline gets a little bit mixed up, so she may be the eldest on October's side, but technically Tanner's the oldest, but he's a vampire, so oh, look at Bernard. Look at he's old. But you know what? Before I completely end this, I don't ever really change their outfits. I never changed Bernard's outfits. That's how I pulled him out of the world. But I want him to change into something that's a little bit more elder appropriate. I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna start actually playing the game a little bit more, since I'm doing this for YouTube. Oh my god, he's old. He's old. Bernard is old. And I'm not going to have him retire right away because one, I don't like Bernard. I can't stress that enough. Like, you're gonna work for quite a while. But two, he's in the politician career, so it only makes sense. Here is Bernard. He's in his okay. Amidala, you're in my way. School is stupid. I should just be able to start working or living life. Can I never go to school again? I feel like that. Because she does sound like that, but... school teaches important things. Just fucking go to school. Get out of my way, Amidala, just for a second. Holy gee. So this is... Bernard, no more man bun. He let his hair down, and he looks like a completely different person, and I don't totally hate him now, honestly. Maybe it's because he's closer to death. Maybe because he doesn't have that stupid man bun. Maybe it's just because, like, now he has an excuse to do nothing because he's an elder. I don't know. This is Bernard. He's an elder now. First elder of this generation. Deciding that he's moving out to the backyard, apparently, but I think he's gonna live his best life as an elder. He is probably going to be happiest in this life stage. I don't know why I think that, I just do. But anyways, guys, I can't do any more of this today. I'm feeling really out of it and weird. So if you appreciated this, give it a like, comment, and subscribe. Ring that notification bell. And I will see all you guys the next time. Bye-bye. Hopefully I feel better tomorrow. Goodbye, guys.